Hey, what's good, y'all? Fuzion here, back with another reaction video. Today we're going to be reacting to some James Harden. Um, he got some buckets against the Nuggets. And here's the highlights. I'm pretty interested. I like James Harden. I think he's a great one-on-one player. It just sometimes, I feel like he does way too much with his dribble. It causes his team to have to stand around. It causes bad shots at the end of possession, and sometimes just one possession games. Plays. So if he can, luckily, he's hitting shots. He's playing well this year. I think that the Clippers, once they do get healthy, of course that's a big if, will be a strong team in the West. It's just that the West is pretty deep. So if they can get healthy, if they can stay healthy, if they can stay strong, then I think they'll be a pretty solid team. I think that the reason that they failed with Paul George, besides the injuries, I think there was way too many cooks in the kitchen. Everybody needed a shot. You had Paul George, and you had Kawhi Leonard, James Harden, Norman Powell. All these players need shots to stay consistent, and they all couldn't get them. So I think that was a problem. You remove one of the stars, then you just get overall more ball time and more play time for you to take more shots. So I overall think that was the issue. I do think they will be better if they do make it to the playoffs. It's still a little early to tell, but not bad at all. Glad they beat the Nuggets. Personally, I don't like the Nuggets as a Lakers fan, but as an NBA fan, I do like watching Jokic. He plays almost like a Draymond to a certain extent. Obviously, way better, but that role until he has to score. Lately, he has been having to score, but I think his natural position and something he's naturally good at is being that playmaker. He can do it from the high post. He can do it from the low post. What did he have? Yeah, he had 28, 14, and 11. He shot 50%, 2 for 7 from the 3. Not horrible. So overall, that's what I think he's really good at. But there are nights, which seems to be a lot happening now, where he has to be the primary scorer. He can do it. I think he prefers not to, but that's something he can do. Shout out to Zubac. He's been playing well also. I think that there's a lot of points coming from the pick and roll with him and James Harden. I think he has found his role and his niche. I think as he continues to play, he's going to be better. He has improved a lot, and you're seeing it just throughout the years. He's becoming a pretty good box scorer. He knows how to get into that paint, use his body well. He has a good soft touch. He's a good off the pick and roll. All we can really expect, especially, it seems like in today's NBA, is for him to develop a three-point shot. Whatever you may think about it, it may add another depth to his game, but I don't think it's that important. He really didn't play that well this game. He went 2 for 9, 6.8 rebounds, 5 assists. Usually you can expect 20 from him, if I'm not mistaken. No, he has actually 15. Where the fuck did I get 20 from? I think earlier in the year he was averaging 15. 20. Excuse me. He has 15 so far. Well, yeah. So currently he's averaging 15 and 12, which isn't bad. Why did I thought he had 15? 20. Anyway, if he can bring that up to 17, he'd be a really great big. And again, that is where that 3-point shot could assist in that. Be it make 1 or 2 threes a night, have a play where he can get open in the corner, sort of like a Brook Lopez style. But 15 and 12 isn't a horrible stat line from a center, especially in this current NBA. There's not a lot of bigs that get plays for them. So a lot of your offense is coming off of pick and rolls, garbage buckets, right place, right time buckets, and just sort of stuff like that. And he's finding ways to get it. He's being effective and efficient. Not much else you can ask from him. Maybe a little bit more effort or better on the defensive end. Again, that may just not be his thing. He's improving, but I think at some point he's going to have to be develop some sort of rim protecting skill. I think defending the big spot, especially in the West, is important. Jokic is the best big in the league, so if you are going to eventually, if the Clippers are going to be able to push past him, you still have AD as well that you got to deal with, and then you go over to the East. You got Giannis, you got Joel Embiid when he is healthy, so you got some work. So Bam Adebayo, some more players here and there. So I feel like if he can really learn how to do that, learn how to defend, learn how to stretch the floor when needed, he will be and continue to be a great big. But will he be able to be a superstar or an all-star big? I think that would be his next goal and should be his next goal that he can push to. That's pretty much all I got just overall on the Clippers. Just a couple players that I did want to talk about. But let's go ahead and watch these James Harden highlights.
Like his gait and his trust right now at hamstring.
Nice pass. They go right back to Norman Powell to lay in. All five belong to him. Championship back in 2023. Trying to climb that mountain again. Derrick Jones Jr. from the dunker spot elevates.
One thing that James Harden has continued to show and develop is his playmaking. You know, he's good at finding a way to get those assists and good at finding the way to get his teammates. That was a good dunker spot pass. That was a good dish to Norman Powell for the finish. He knows his team, and he knows how to get them to the spot. So shout out to him for developing and continuing to be better at that.
Flushes it in 7-2 Clippers.
Yeah, finally get a chance at.
Harden, the 7 to shoot, picked up by Westbrook, two former teammates. Sidesteps.
Good move.
And lays it in his first bucket.
Aaron Gordon has the size and the strength to kind of play bully ball.
Harden back the other way. Counted on a foul for James Harden.
Then defensively didn't. You know, it's just
good hands.
Consistency.
Harden throws a little behind man, recalibrates and lays it in 26-17.
Yeah, so just real quick, a couple good plays there from James Harden. He ran the break, dished off. It was a little behind, but he still caught it and finished. I think the best thing about James Harden is that you don't know if he's going to take the step back or if he's going to just drive right past you. He still has the speed to go to the basket and find a way to get to the line or finish. And he still has the skill to hit the three. He knows how to pull up and hit it. He does have that step back, like I mentioned. So overall, he's still an offensive threat, and he added on a good playmaking package, passing, finding his team, etc. So he just overall improved more on the offensive end. Now, the only issue is his consistency and maybe trying to do too much. I think that happens a lot in the NBA. A lot of players try to compensate. They have a short amount of time, so they gotta overplay, like Max Christie does, like Gabe Vincent. I think sometimes rushing shots, trying to get as many points or as many shots, or try to make things happen way too much. And I think sometimes James Harden will get into that by trying to take over when, you know, he ends up fucking them up. There are nights where his turnovers, his bad plays, his interesting shot selection causes losses. So that would be the only knock on James Harden, and why I personally think that he hasn't had a championship run yet. But can he improve on that? Absolutely. And I think that this may be the year, if they can figure out how to stay healthy, of course, and if they can figure out how to make this team gel. Because I think a Kawhi and James Harden led team could work.
Guys, they didn't score a lot of points off the bench. I mean, people think that that was firepower coming off the bench. But what they gave you were the intangible. And I think this Utah already had 17 in the first quarter. So it's just like,
Harden coming out of the timeout.
Good shot.
The Clippers out in front by 1. Michael Malone said it was an anniversary coming up in a couple of weeks, and they decided they're going to run everything through Jokic in his second year. Right now, the Clippers running through James.
Good save. He knows how to finish. He can get by his man pretty well.
But because of this, he can drive right
finish
by
in
him,
the
so he
paint.
got the 3 off.
2-for-1 opportunity for Denver. Well, the shoot for Harden, steps into a wide open 3 and books it. Third 3 for Harden, ties up the score at 59. Shot clock
20 points, 8 rebounds, 54% from the field, 48 from behind 3. So he's feeling really good about his offense, and that's
a really good pass there. I actually didn't notice that they got Mo Bamba. I haven't really been watching the Clippers, of course, but it's dope that they do have another lob catcher or a big that can finish. Pause. He's always worked well with players like that. Clint Capella, Dwight Howard, and Serge Ibaka. He can drive and kick. He can drive and lob it up. He does that a lot in his game. So surrounding players, surrounding him with players like that and that have that skill set work perfectly for him. Derrick Jones Jr., he's a lob catcher. I believe that's his name. He's a lob catcher. He's a great guy who can he's a dunker spot guy. He's a dunker. He's an athlete. So it works well with someone who can make that pass, who can make that quick lob, and being able to finish consistently. That's why Aaron Gordon was a really good pickup for the Nuggets. Jokic knew how to make that pass. Same thing with Jamal Murray. So adding that athlete, that gives you at least an extra 8 or 10 points if used effectively per night.
I think a play we need to kind of get back. Clippers need to get to quickly, walk it off.
Coffey does a good job to recover, but keeps himself in the corner. Harden attacks and lays it in.
And I played with Arvidas Sabonis, one of the best passing bigs you ever played the game, and you often compare that to Jokic.
Harden for 3. It's good. Harden now with 20. Powell met up high by Brown. Zoo rolls. Westbrook comes up, disrupts it, but that leaves Harden wide open for 3. It's good again. 5 threes for Harden. Nuggets are 6-1 when they lead by 10. 6-7 when they trail by 10. Powell for the lead. Book it. 80.
You know, when James Harden gets hot, it's hard to deal with him. Again, just like I've been stating at this through this whole video, he knows how to get his team involved. And then you add on a great shooter, and then you add on someone who can get to the line, who can finish, who can play well on the offensive end, plus making his team better all at the same time. He just has damn near everything you would want and need from a combo guard in today's NBA. What the hell? All right.
785, 135 to play.
And shout out to Norman Powell, man. He's cold. He's cold. I like Norman Powell. That's another shot.
Oh, he's got 6 threes. James Harden. Harden, the step back 3. Rebound back tapped again by Batum. Harden on the wing. Pump fake. Into Bamba, and he lays it in. What a play from Harden.
Value add. When Nick Batum is on the court, doesn't get the rebound. That's the second one, okay, that he gets the tip out to extend an offensive possession.
Picked up by Watson. 2 minutes to play here.
He's cooked. Got him.
Harden creates the space and lets it fly. Oh, it's good. 37.
Sometimes he do be pushing off, but that step back be nasty. He knows how to create for himself. Again, he knows how to create for others. Everything you need from your combo guard. Everything. Is he top 3 shooting guard? There's him. There's T-Mac. There's AI. D-Wade. They're all fighting for that third spot. We all know it's Michael Jordan, Kobe, but who is that third guy? There's an argument for James Harden. I think he needs a championship. I think he has the MVP. He has the stats. He has the skill set. I think he's just missing that championship to really push him over. When it comes to being like considered the GOAT or the best in a certain field, I do think you need those accolades. Championship, I think, is important when having that conversation. I think if LeBron had all his stats that he currently has, minus all of his championships or even just one, I don't think he would be in the GOAT conversation. I mean, he has these excellent stats, but with one championship, it seems like that you have all these empty-list stats. Meaningless. I don't know why I say empty. Meaningless stats. You can't win with just stats alone. So you're not a winner. You can only win one championship, one chip with 600,000 points, with 500 billion rebounds, whatever. All those legacy stats that he has. Without the championships to back that up, it would have meant nothing. I mean, he still would have been considered a great, but I don't think he would be in that GOAT conversation. So I think that's what's going on with James Harden, and I think eventually he's going to need to get that. I think that's why AI and that's why I don't think it is a 100% with AI being in that spot. I think that's the only thing that's holding him back. I think that's the only thing that has D-Wade in that position. He's a winner. He's a proved winner. He's proved to be that guy on his team. He proved he can be Robin when needed. He proved to be clutch when needed. So I think that is the only reason that there's a true conversation there. But that's pretty much all I have for you guys. Leave a comment down below on what else you would like to see. Again, we will be doing daily videos all month, so make sure that you are subscribed so you can watch them every day, and you can hit the notification so you can see it. But yeah, I'll see you guys next video. Peace.